Hey everybody, Sean from SP Productions, back today with another video. Today we're going to be unboxing the latest release from the Hasbro Black Series line of cosplay products, which is the replica Mandalorian helmet. This has been a piece that a lot of folks have been waiting for, namely just because of the success of the Mandalorian show, but also to see how it compares to some of the higher end replicas like an Anovos and an EFX, and I'll actually be doing that at the later part of this video. So before I even open the box, just wanted to admire the beautiful box art. It's got some nice cross-sectional images of the helmets, some images of the Mandalorian himself. Yeah, it just looks great. Wow, that is really impressive for a toy. Yeah, I'm just taking a minute to admire it. I mean, it's just, I'm really very impressed. So yeah, including the instructions are how to install the battery, how to tighten the head strap. There appear to be interior lights as well as along with the little tactical light that snaps onto the side of the helmet. But initial impressions, just taking it out of the box, I mean, it's a beautiful piece for, again, another off-the-shelf, mass-produced toy replica. I am just continually impressed with what Hasbro is doing with their Black Series line. If you saw my previous video about the Boba Fett helmet, which is back over there, I mean, they're just doing a really good job of bringing to market, mass-produce, fairly accurate toy replicas. Just given how successful the show The Mandalorian's been, a lot of folks were looking forward to this one. I was kind of curious to see how they were going to do it and keep it at a similar price point, but just really blown away by what I'm seeing so far. I mean, they got that nice replica metal finish on there, which looks pretty well done. Looks like some chrome detailing for the rear vent. Similar to the Boba Fett helmet, there's an entirely mocked up interior set of electronics, rear pads for the back, and then a headliner helmet rig that you can adjust to fit your head. So similar to the Boba Fett helmet, the battery compartment is tucked away underneath the ear tabs. So you pop the panel off, single screw holding it together. Got the right battery this time, a AA. Along the right side ear tab, there's a small button. So if you press that button, turns on the tactical light, which is a really nice feature. Something I wish some of the higher end replicas had included. And that switch also toggles through. You can see them sequencing in kind of a different pattern. Although I'll say, when watching The Mandalorian, I don't remember there ever being lights inside of his helmet, but it's kind of a nice little add-on. Let's try it on. Yeah, not bad. I'll say there's a little bit more room in this helmet than there is in my Anovos. That's, if you saw that unboxing, you saw that helmet was pretty tight. Yeah, I mean, again, just looking at this, the finish is really well done. There doesn't appear to be any weathering effects, which is kind of nice. So you get the cleaner Season 2 appearance. If you're looking for the dirtier Season 1 appearance, you can go back and kind of weather it on your own, which is nice. So yeah, then inside, again, as I mentioned before, similar to the Boba Fett helmet, you have these rear pads for comfort, some faux electronics kind of built into the panels, a helmet rig that is adjustable so you can fit it to your head size, and then the visor, which you can see out of pretty well. I do think it's interesting they did add kind of a little support brace at the bottom of the visor, which I don't have on the Anovos helmet. I don't know how screen accurate that is, but I think for the purpose, again, of a mass-produced toy, not really a showstopper by any means. But yeah, super impressed with this. So let's talk about what everyone's really thinking is, how does this compare to one of the higher end replicas? So here's my Anovos replica, here's the Hasbro replica. As I mentioned, the Hasbro replica has got a much cleaner finish where the Anovos has some weathering details already added to it. Just looking at the two, the finish on the Anovos is definitely darker, and I'll say there's more of a mirror finish, i.e. more of a gloss coat in the paint that they used. So here they are side by side. The overall shape is really well done. I mean, even if you can see it along the bottom of the ear, the edge where the jaw kind of juts out, the curve to the visor, the cheek lines are all the same. The ear details, very similar in size and shape. I'll say the differences I'm noticing are the Anovos has a little bit more of a contrast between the kind of this Y shape where the Hasbro doesn't really highlight that too much, and then the Anovos has some of the inset details up here painted a darker color. The Hasbro has that, but it's kind of a lighter gray, where the Anovos is almost a black color. Back rear panel, again, Hasbro went with more of a chrome finish, where Anovos has kind of a lighter silver with some heavy weathering effects. So the Anovos helmet is fiberglass, where this is plastic. Weight-wise, they feel about the same. I'll actually weigh them so we can get a comparison for you. Interior-wise, the Anovos has no electronics, no tactical lamp to bolt onto the side. It does have the helmet liner in there, and it actually has a dual visor, which I think is just to give it some more additional opaqueness, where the Hasbro helmet is just a single visor. No helmet rig in the Anovos, although it does come with the pads so you can adjust it, where there's an adjustable helmet rig in the Hasbro. So I think the most prominent difference I'm noticing is the Mohawk detail. So on the Anovos, the Mohawk detail is kind of one continuous curve going across the helmet, and then it's got two grooves in it. On the Hasbro helmet, there's kind of the continuous groove, but then the middle detail, the center stripe of the Mohawk, is actually on top of the center Mohawk detail. And I don't know if that's a difference between the season 1 and 2 helmets, or if it was done for ease of manufacturing or what, but relatively minor. You might be able to sand that down if you really want to get it flush. But I mean, just looking at the two, the overall shapes of the helmet is the same. I'll take some measurements. We'll do some slider shots and we can compare them so you can see how they go. But yeah, I mean, just looking at these side by side, I mean, it's pretty crazy how close in size they are. The details in the ears. In fact, I think the Hasbro helmet actually has some cleaner details, in that these earpieces are actually flush against the helmet, where the Anovos one has there's a little groove and they're offset a little bit. But yeah, wow, just blown away by this. So if you're looking for a really nice replica of the Mandalorian helmet, whether it's just something you want to throw on your shelf, or you're looking to do a cosplay or a costume or something like that, I would encourage you to look at the Hasbro if the EFX or the Anovos are either out of your price range or hard to come by, which they tend to be, given how some of those prop manufacturing companies seem to be struggling with their deliveries. But you can pick these up from Hasbro directly, or you can pick them up at a local Walmart or Target. I actually pre-ordered this from Target, because in the past I found Hasbro's actually feeding some of their distributors before they fulfill their own order. So if you order it through Target or Walmart, you might actually get it before you get it directly from Hasbro. If you have any comments or additional details you'd like me to compare on these two helmets, feel free to post a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.